Hello all, I am Amol Chaudhary from the Department of ENTC Engineering of AI SSMS IOIT Pune. In this video, I will be demonstrating the steps to perform the practical of semaphore synchronization. To write a program on semaphore synchronization, first I will open Sidearm IDE. Once Sidearm IDE is opened, I will click on Project tab. From Project tab, I will click on Open Project. Once this window is popped up, from this drop down list, I will select C drive of this particular PC because all the project templates are there in C drive. Then from this C drive, I will locate for the semaphore synchronization template. And from that particular template, now I will open main.p51 project. Once this project is open, I will ensure that all C files like app.c and bsp.c are present, and then from ASM files I will look for startup.s and os_cpu_a.s are present. After ensuring these files are present, I will click on app.c, and here now I will write the program for semaphore synchronization. Now my program for semaphore synchronization is completed. Now I will save this particular project, and from the compile tab I will click on build. Now once this particular program is successfully compiled, it will give a message success, which indicates that there is no syntaxical error. Now after success message is appeared, our hex file is created. Now it is time to download the hex file in the flash memory of microcontroller. So for the same, I will open FlashMagick. Already I have connected Kit with this particular PC. So for the just to cross verify, I will check the port number from the device manager. So I will just type device manager in search bar. Now once this device manager is opened, simply I will go in port and I will check. So this is our COM port 3 Silicon Labs CP210X USB to UART bridge. So after verification of the same, I will do the required changes in the FlashMagick, such as I will select the appropriate microcontroller, which is already being selected as LPC2148. COM port I will select as COM port 3. Just now I have cross verified it. Baud rate, it is 19200, and oscillator frequency is, in our practical, it is 12 megahertz. Then I will click on step number 2, erase blocks used by flash hex file. Then I will simply click on browse. Upon popped up of this particular window, I will go in C drive. I will look for the folder of my particular practical, which is semaphore synchronization. In build folder, I am having bin folder, and this is my hex file lpc2148.hex. I will open it. Okay, after selection of this hex file, now before clicking on the start button, we need to reset this our hardware from the actual development board. Now students, this is our development board of ARM7 microcontroller. Now I will first, I want to download my hex file on the memory of LPC2148 microcontroller. So first, for the same, I will press this particular button. Once I will press this button, the associated red LED will turn on, and then I will simply click on the reset button. Now after resetting the particular hardware from the development board. Now I will click on the start button from FlashMagic, and once your reset button is successfully pressed, your device will be programmed, and you will see this particular green color progress bar over here. So we will wait until this process is complete. Okay, now downloading of the hex file is completed. Now it is time to observe the output. So I will go in tools, I will click on terminal, baud rate and COM port I will select. Appropriate COM port is COM port 3 and baud rate is 19200. Now this is the terminal over which we will see the output when we will reset the particular hardware.
Now to check the output of the practical, first release this button which we have pressed while downloading the program, and simply you have to click on the reset button.
Upon pressing reset button, now you will see the output of semaphore synchronization as you are seeing on this particular screen. So you will see the output that AB is continuously repeated on the screen. Since this is a concept of semaphore synchronization, task 1 and task 2 are actually using the semaphore as per the priority that we have provided to both of them. So I hope all students have understood the practical of semaphore synchronization, and you are now able to differentiate between semaphore signaling and semaphore synchronization.
I hope you have understood the steps to perform the semaphore synchronization practical and its output. Thank you.